Hello everybody, it's the Warhipster here, coming at you with another Contrast Plus painting tutorial, and today we are painting the Thousand Suns. Yes, that's right, we are once again in the Age of Darkness, and we're going to be painting the Psychic Legion themselves, the metallic candy apple red Thousand Suns. Now, it's been primed in Grey Seer, and we're going to be using the new contrast paints and the new shade paints as sent to me by Games Workshop nice and early, so many thanks to them for this. And well, we're going to jump in and start painting him. Now, he has been primed in Grey Seer, just like the rest of our Mark 6 Space Marines, and the first colour we're going to be using is Retributor Armour. We're going to be getting this all over all of our gold details. Now, there is quite a lot of gold, because there's going to be quite a lot of red. So we're going to get this all over all of his armour, and you might take 2 thin coats of this, just to make sure that it gets up to code. But otherwise there's not really much science here. We're just slapping this on. I'm still going quite methodically, as always. Can't break the habit of a lifetime. But we're just going to be getting this over all of the armour. And we're not going to be doing the central part of the backpack, because that's going to be white. But otherwise, the rest of it is going to be gold. Well, red and gold. You'll see. So with all of that Retributor Armour applied, what we're now going to do is we're going to do the red. So we're going to take some of Baal Red, the new contrast paint from Games Workshop, and we're going to start applying this over all of the areas that we want to be our nice shiny red. So this is just going to be pretty much all of his armour. So with that done, you should have this really lovely, sort of slightly metallic red. However, what we're going to do is we're going to punch up that metallicness and that shininess. And we're going to take some Ardcoat and we're going to thin it down with about 3 or 4 parts of water. And we're just going to apply this over the top. Now, it might be looking a little bit flat at the moment, but don't worry, we're doing this first. And the reason we're thinning it down is so that it doesn't like kind of seal it in too much. It just adds that little bit of shine onto our armour, as you can see just there. Like that. Just really kind of brings out the metallic that's underneath it. So with that done, you should now have this lovely shiny red armour. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add some shade. Now the colour we're going to be using is the new Reformulated Agrax Earthshade. What we're going to do here is basically just going to add this to the recesses in a little recess shading, just like this. So with that done, you should now have this really lovely, shiny, candy red. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on. I'm going to take some Black Legion. I'm going to use this to paint in all of the soft details in his armor. And any of the pipes. And cables scattered about. So with that done, what we're now going to do is we're going to take some Soulblight Grey. We're going to use this to basically paint in our white details. So for example, the backpack, we didn't paint red, and the bolt gun casing. And so with that done, we're now going to take some of the new reformulated Reikland Fleshshade. I'm going to use that to shade all the gold. So with that now done, what we're going to do is we're going to take some Gore-Grunta Fur. I'm going to apply this over the top of our leather details. And so with that done, we're now going to take some thinned down Leadbelcher. I'm going to apply this to all of our, well, pretty much all of our remaining details. This is going to include these sections of the gun we haven't painted in, the harness, this little trinket just here, as well as these bottom vents on the back of the backpack and the pistol handle. So with that now done, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of the new reformulated Nuln Oil. I'm going to use this to shade all of those silver details. And so with that done, we've just got one final base coat to apply, and that is going to be some Karandras Green over the top of our eye lenses. Now it doesn't matter that we're doing it over shaded gold, we're just basically wanting to stain the background of the lenses green, and that will be important for later. So with that done, our Thousand Sun is now what I would call a Warhipster battle ready. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take him to the next level. We're going to do this by adding some highlights. And the first one we're going to add is Retributor Armour. Now this isn't going to be for the gold. this is going to be for the red. What we're going to do is we're just going to very carefully start picking out all of our edges. Just like this. So with that done, all of the red armor is now finished. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the gold. And the color we're going to be using for this is Liberator Gold. I'm just going to start highlighting up all of our gold details that we've got. Just like this. And so with that done, what we're now going to do is we're going to highlight all of the white details using some Corax White. So with that Corax White applied to those white details, what we're now going to do is we're going to highlight all the silver. And the colour we're going to be using for this is Ironbreaker. So with that done, we just got one thing left to do, and that is to take some Moot Green. I'm going to use this to highlight our eye lenses by just drawing a little highlight line going along the bottom edge. Just like that. And then finally, just to finish him off, we take a tiny, tiny dot of Corax White. And we add this in the rear corner of each of the eye lenses. And there we have it. The other metallic Legion, or shiny Legion, is now finished. The Thousand Suns and the Alpha Legion are really interesting colour schemes, and they look fantastic, and I bet they look even better on mass. Well, I don't have to bet, I just know that they do. Not that they don't look amazing individually. I really enjoyed doing this. Baal Red over Retributor Armour is really nice. It gives that lovely kind of warm red that you can see there just before, and that Ardcoat just over just to reinforce the shininess. Ah, lovely. If you enjoyed this video, you love the channel, and you want to support me further like these legends and bosses on the screen before you, you can do so. Head to patreon.com/warhipster or head to ko-fi.com/warhipster. Alternatively, you can now become a YouTube channel member by heading to the channel page and clicking on the join button just here, exactly like these awesome folks have done. And if you just want to shoot me a little thanks just because you really love this video, you can click on the thanks button just below this video. Don't forget to share it, like it, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And to make sure you stay up to date, don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Happy wargaming.